Hello guys and welcome to the video that I promised, some good walls and one ways you must know. We'll start with bind, and before we start I have to tell you that some walls I never use them in game, but I really find that this wall can be used and I will try it for sure. Also I will show you some one ways, we call it like this, but it's some smoke for post plant. I will show you one, for example, so that you understand what I'm saying. It's like you stand in this corner, you have to aim with your poison stuff here, like this, and it will land on the truck, like this.
Poison orb emitting.
When it lands here, it protects you from people who are standing on the truck, but also you plant this here, just the spike here, and when he will try to defuse, he will see nothing. Even if you come or you don't
Poison's
come,
off.
he will see nothing. He will lose HP with the decay. So I find this kind of smoke really useful. So I will be showing you this kind of smoke on every map if I can. So let's start. I will be showing you the wall that I'm using the most, and also the one ways that I'm using the most. For the first wall, that I think loads of Viper are already using this one, is cutting a side in half, like this.
Toxins going up.
And what is cool now is, now that the wall is a bit thicker, the one who's standing in heaven doesn't see short, you know? Before you could see it and you did a smoke. But
Toxins
here,
going
if you
down.
don't want to use your smoke and keep it for a big smoke on the ground or lamp or whatever you want to do with it, you can keep it. The wall is enough now.
Toxins going up.
So this is really a good wall that I like to
Toxin
use.
screen down.
Also, there's this wall that is really cool. You just stand in this corner, you look on the minimap, and you have to cut lamp like I do. You do this. And what is cool with it is, if one guy from lamp want to take info, he will have to cross the wall and lose 50 HP. And that's really cool because you can take control of the entry of lamp so easily. And you will need a smoke to hide yourself here or another player to cover you, but this wall is really cool. And what I like to do with this wall also is doing this snake bite for the rotate. You must have 100 HP and aim the number 1 on this, like this. So it will go at CT, and you will activate your wall and your smoke, and this guy will not be able to cross on the left or even on the right. So this, I find this lineup really cool if you want to take side control and have a bit more time to take control of the sides before they rotate. And yeah, that's the second wall that I like to use. Otherwise, there was also a wall that's really cool to push shower, and you have to aim on this thing, like here in this corner. So you just put your wall like this, and it's doing this wall. And also it cuts a bit heaven, but we will do a smoke that's they will not be able to see, and that I really like to do.
Toxin screen down.
So you'll have to stand in this corner at first, and you see there is a hole in the leaf here. You just go up and a bit on the right, like this. And you take your smoke, you jump, and instantly left click. It will land on the box,
Poison orb emitting.
and it will create a one-way for the guy who's playing behind boxes. And also, as I told, like on trunk or truck, if you plant here and you're playing from shower, he will not see
Toxin screen
everything.
down.
He will be blind with the smoke and lose HP from the decay, and you will see his feet if he's diffusing or not. So this is a smoke that I really like to do, because now on heaven he has no vision on you. You will have to stand in this corner, but you will see him. And also the one who's playing like behind boxes, you can't see them
Toxin screen
if you
down.
only stand here, but you will see him before he crosses,
Poison orb
because you
emitting.
can see his feet here. So yeah,
Poison's
that's the smoke and the wall, and that if you want to push shower, that's really great to use. I think we are done with A side to attack. Now I will show you how I attack B side. The most common wall that I like to use is this one. You just stand in front of the door, you aim straight, and it cuts the half in two parts. You can take control if you want, but be careful that these people from hookah can be... I don't know how I can tell it, but it's really dangerous to go from hookah. So I really like when I do this wall going from long, because there is a shorter place to shoot, and I really like it. Otherwise, this is I think the only wall you can use. Otherwise, you can also use your wall to cover you from elbow, like this. But I really like to use this wall to cut B side in half. Otherwise, now let's go for defense. How I defend A side is simple. At first, if you want to play with the one way, I think loads every Viper know this one. You just have to aim on this line here. You just left click and it will do your one way. I like to stand in this corner or even here or behind boxes if you want to get cover from shower and stuff like that. I will like to use this smoke, and I think it's still available because people have to cross it or have to go through it to not get touched by the DK. Otherwise, if you don't want to play with this one way, you can just throw your smoke and they will be afraid to cross it because of the DK. Otherwise, the second most common one ways that Viper use is in this corner. You just stand here and you aim only on this stuff, and it will instantly do the one way for shower. I think this is the most powerful one way to defend shower, and I really like to use it. I think this is the only two one ways that I really like to do on A side. Otherwise, you can defend side with your wall, but I don't like it. So what I like to do when I'm playing with a one way here, if we don't have smoker, or even if you have, I think this wall might be the best. You just stand here in lamp and you look on the minimap. You have to touch long and at the same time a hookah like this. And I really like this wall because people, if they want to rush B side, they will have to cross your wall and they will lose 50 HP, 50 DK, I mean. And I think this is really the most powerful wall in bind to defend B side. From A, I mean. And also, this wall can be used as a retake. If your team lose B side and you have two people with you on A, you can retake B side and have the control with the wall of hookah and long. That's why I like this wall. I know lots of people want to know the wall that takes shores, hookah and long, but I don't think it's a good wall to make. But if you want to know this, you just go on the force tail like this, and you aim in this corner of the TP, like this. And it does defend short, like this. And also it defends long and hookah, but you see how it defends long and how it defends hookah. It doesn't defend hookah like I showed you here. So somehow you'll need one guy playing in a hookah to take them off guard, or even one guy who has control of the entry. Otherwise, it's really hard to defend it. And I think this is only these two walls that is really usable, I would say. Otherwise, if you are playing on B side, what I recommend you, if you want to play aggressive, you can take your wall and go on this box and split market here, like this. You split market.
Toxins going up.
You activate your wall, and at the end, when the round starts, you just go out and defend market, because people will have to cross this wall, and I think it's really good. But if you see that they will never take the DK, you have to put your wall like this. If they are really fast, you just put your wall in the other corner like this, and then you have even more control. I think this wall might be better. Also, I think have a wall that is really cool to do if you want to defend long. You just look on the minimap to cross the wall like this, and you just go long after this,
Toxins going up.
and you defend it. I find this wall really great because they will never be able to push long, because they will be afraid to cross your wall. Not because someone is behind, but because they will lose 50 DK and they will be scared to die. Before we go on Icebox, I had to show you another one way that I'm using at the moment. Is this one. You have to go in this corner, you aim
Anyone have funds
here,
to spare?
there, in this corner, and you just jump and right click, like this. Then you just go long, you take your wall, and you aim on the ground. Otherwise the wall will go hookah, but we don't want the wall to go on hookah. We just want the wall to go on long, like this. And then you take your gun, and you play on this box.
Toxins go poison orb emitting.
And then you have control of hookah, like this, and if someone shows, he's dead, definitely, because this one way is too powerful for this. And you are protected from long, and that's why I really like to use this setup. Now that I've shown you this, now we can go on Icebox. So now we are on Icebox, and I think, as I told you in the first part with the retake and the post-plan lineups, if you don't see it, go check it out. They are really useful for new upcoming Viper, or even if you're a good Viper already, there's maybe retake lineups that you don't know. Anyway, as I told, Icebox and Bind are the best map for Viper at the moment, and I really like playing on Icebox with Viper. So I'm gonna show you two walls that I like to use when I'm attacking A side. So the first one is here. You go in this corner and you just aim. Sorry, you just aim here at the right of the box, like this. And what is cool with this wall, and it's if someone is standing up here, he'll not have vision now, and also they will be afraid to cross this wall, because as I told you, now that Viper does 50 DK with the wall, people are so afraid to cross the wall of Viper, and that's really cool, because before everyone thought that this wall was useless, and they were right, because now it's really great. So this is the first wall I'm using to push A side. The second wall that is really good to use if you have ultimate is this one. You go in this corner and you look on the minimap, and your wall have to touch this corner like this. You just left click, and now you can see that this wall is cutting everything. And I think this might be one of the best wall if you want to use your ultimate to go on side freely, because it covers this corner, backside and stuff, and I really like this wall. With this wall, you can use this smoke. You go on this line, and you aim at the bottom right of the square here, like this, and you jump and left click. It lands on the box, and it defends also like this, and that's really cool because you can just plant, and then you are good for your one ways as always. Your post plant, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a setup that I like to use if you want to use your ultimate. And now if you want to defend A side, I really recommend you to use this wall. You go in this corner and you aim like this, and this is the best wall to use at the moment to defend A side, because it's not only good to attack, but it's to defend. I mean, it's also good to retake. Because let's say you did this wall, but your team is calling you that it's pushing a lot on B side, and then you are rotating on B side, but they came back and they went on A side. And if they plant on A side, what is really good is you already have your wall to defend yourself. If they've planted here, wherever you want, you can just diffuse it and they don't see you. That's why I really like also this wall as a retake and also to defense side. Now, I saw some Viper using this wall, like this, but I don't think it's a good wall, because you gave up vision in tunnel like this. And if you have a Viper, a Sage, she will already wall here. So I really think this wall might be useless if you have Sage. So only use the wall as the other side that I showed you. Okay, now I will show you how to attack B side. I think there's a wall that most of you know. Is this wall. You have to aim on the minimap and touch this point here, like this, and it defends the wall side, and it's really a powerful wall that I like to use. I'm always using this one to attack B side because they have no vision, and that's why I really like this wall. Also, I find a one way, we could say one way for post plant, that I think might be really good. But you need this wall to be up. Sorry again. You need this wall to be up and also take control of yellow. So you do this, and after you go fast on this line, and you aim at the right of this, okay? Like this. And you just left click. It will land on the box here. And I really like this because first, if you plant here, you will see their feet if they defuse, and you can shoot at them so easily. And also, if someone is pushing from the other side, you will see nothing. You will have to go through here to see something. And it's really good because people who are playing yellow can see them while they are crossing and kill them easily. So I think that might be a smoke to use. And I will definitely use it the next game I'm playing in Icebox. Otherwise, you can use also your smoke like this. You go up this corner when you took control, and you aim on the lamp here. You just left click, and it fails. Okay, that's unlucky. So you aim at the lamp like this, and it lands inside. And it will cover people who are playing from kitchen, like this. And when you activate your wall, they will not see here. So yeah, so I think this might be also a good smoke if you really want to be defended by kitchen, and if you don't play lineups, because you will need your smoke if you want to play lineups. And I think this is the only good wall to use to attack B side. Otherwise, there was two wall to defend B side. The first setup I like to use is this wall and this one way. You go on this line, and you aim the second dark square here, and you just jump and left and right click like this, and then you go up here and you go there, and you activate both, and you can see them, and that's why it's really OP, because you can see them going through it. And the people who are coming and are crossing the wall and try to go on yellow, they will not see you. Look. They will not see you. Definitely blinded. So this is why I like this setup. Otherwise, I like to use also this wall, but as a bait. Like when you Viper use this wall, they are in the other side, you know? They are playing around here, yellow. But I really like to stand here and wait people crossing on the right or even going up. And I'll have loads of kills like this, because it surprise them. Also, there is a one way that loads of Viper are using too. If you want to know how to do it, you have to go in this corner and aim on this corner here. You just jump and right click. And there we go, you have your one way. If people want to cross here, you will see them first before they see you. So yeah, that's a really good one way to defend, and also to retake. Because whenever they will have control on B side and you are playing as a retake, when you want to defuse, there's always people who are standing above here and trying to kill you or doing some stuff like this. And if you have your smoke up, it will defend you. So I really like this wall, this smoke as a retake too. Otherwise, there is also this one way, but I never use it, so it's up to you. You go in front of this line and you aim in this corner. You jump and right click, and then you play like this if you want. Otherwise, you play with an operator from long distance like this, but I never use the smoke. So yeah, it's up to you guys. Otherwise, I think we are done. No, I have one way to defend A site that I really like to use too. So this is, you have to stand here in front of this line, and you have to aim on this line here with your one way your smoke staff. So like this, and it will land right here, and you can defend it like this. You can defend it like this, and also when you are playing this wall, I like to use them both and stand here and wait someone to go up here, because I know that lots of people when they attack A side loves to go here and watch if there is someone, and you will see them. So yeah, that's why I really like this one. Now I'm going to show you a wall to attack mid side if you want to take control of mid. And I really like to use this. So you go up this corner and you just cut mid like this.
Toxins going up.
They will see nothing, even if they are up here like this. They will see nothing. So I think that's a really good wall, because they will never know if you are pushing mid, if you are pushing tunnel. And I really like doing this. What I like to do with this wall is taking the smoke and pushing under.
Poison orb
You do something like this.
Toxins
Like
going
this. You can just swoop peek.
Toxins
Otherwise,
down.
if you want to do something else than swoop peek, you smoke a little farthest like this, and then you take control, and you go through the other wall and you push kitchen. So that's also a way to push mid side, but there it's really up to you. Now we can go on heaven. Okay, now we are on heaven, and first I will show you how to defend. And let's start with A side. So with A side, what I'm doing first is going in this corner, taking my wall and put this wall. This is a really good wall to defend if you are playing from heaven, from backside or some stuff, because it cuts both entries. And also, if you just give up A side and they are pushing it, you can just use this wall as a retake wall, and that's pretty cool. And when the round starts, I'm just going here down, and I'm going in front of this. Then I'm just aiming at the roof, like here, and I just left click. It will land here, and you can defend A short really easily, because they will see nothing, and you will see their feet crossing it. I really find this one way really powerful, and whenever I'm defending A side, I'm using this one. But sometimes sometimes it can fail. So it's not going up here, but it's going down like this. But it's also great, because even if it fails and you're watching it like this, you will still have advantage, because they will not see anything, and you will see them before they see you. So yeah, that one way is one of the best one way I like to use on A side. Otherwise, there was also this one way that you can use, but I don't use it a lot. But you just go here, aim at the corner, and just jump and right click.
Poison orb emitting.
You can defend it like this, but I really don't like using this one, so it's really up to you guys. Now I will show you how to defend double door and C side, because I really don't like to defend B side as Viper. So to defend double door, I'm not using one waste. I really not, because at this moment, what is really good is just putting a smoke in front of double door. And that's really cool, because they will have to cross your wall smoke going out, and they will lose like half HP before they're going out. Like, I think this is in an old video that I show you now. When they're crossing the wall, the smoke, they are losing like up to 60, 70 HP. So that's really great. Okay, now that we've talked about double door, I will show you how I defend C side. So you can defend now C side by just putting a smoke, because as I said, they will be afraid to cross it. Otherwise, if you don't want to use that kind of smoke, you just come in this corner, aiming the roof, and just putting a one way like this. You will just play up to these woods, and you will just kill them easily, because they will have to cross on the right side and they don't see you on woods. unless they are going there.
Poison's
So yeah,
off.
that's a powerful one way to defend C side that I like to use a lot. Okay, so now that I showed you, oh no, sorry, there's also this wall. My bad. That you can defend B also, but as I said, I don't like it. You just go on B side and you put your wall like this. You look on the minimap and it's defending B side. It's defending short and long, and it can be used also as a retake for A side, as I told you. So yeah, now let's go on attack side. And first I will show you again A side, and there was loads of things to do. The first wall that I like to use on A side, and I think this is the only good wall that I like to use, is up here. And you look on the minimap and you have to touch this and this. So like this. What is good with this wall is they will have to cross it anyway to go on site, or they will have no vision. And when this wall is up, be free to shoot in it, because people will try to hide behind it and you might get a free kill. Also, when I'm using this smoke now, I really like to use this smoke, and you can try it, because I think that might be a really good smoke to use as a post-plan lineup too. So what you're gonna do is aiming at this corner with the sign of the mouse, the left click one, like this, and you just left click. It will go up to this box and it will create a post-plan one waste, because someone who will defuse in it, you'll see his feet. Or even if you don't see his feet, this is the only place he can defuse. And you will see it, and he will lose HP, like I showed you on Bind. So this post-plant one-way smoke, I don't know how to call it, is really, really good to use. And also, I like this one because when you use this wall and this smoke and you go short, you are protected from city and also heaven. So I think that might be a really powerful one, because even if there is someone backside, if he wants to see you, you will have to cross like this. So yeah, I really like this smoke and this one way. But if you don't want to use that smoke and you want to smoke heaven, you can just go in this corner and aim on this leaf a bit on the right, like this, and you just jump and left click, and it will go in heaven. This is a smoke you can use if you don't want to use this one way. Otherwise, I have also one way. When you pushed from long, you need to take control of backside and heaven first. Oh, the side actually. And when you took control of the side and you just go in this corner and you aim on the second wood here. You just aim and left click, and it will create a one way for you for city. You just go stand short, protected from heaven. You just look like this, and if they want to cross it, they will die because they don't see you, and they will lose 50 HP and it's a free kill. So yeah, I really like to use this one. So let me know in the comment section if you try this and if you got free kills, because I think that might be a powerful one way to use to defend A side when you are taking control of it. Otherwise, I will show you how to push B side. So if you want to push B side as Viper, you can just stand here, put a wall that cross like this, just on this. Then you go up here, you go in the grass and aim at this little corner here. I'm just showing you because I know lots of people ask me how to push on B side. So this is a little bonus if you want to push B side. But let's not lose time. I'm going to show you which wall I'm using to push C side. So the only wall I'm pushing to push C side is this one. You just go in this corner and you aim here like I just did. You just activate this wall and yeah, you can take control of C side really easily. But you have to be careful because loads and loads of players I've played against just stand in this corner or in this corner and I are just waiting you to plant and cross it and try to kill you. Lots of people are trying to do this, so what I like to do is coming here, spraying and try to kill them through it. Otherwise, you are ready for this, you take your wall, you go there and you deactivate your wall and you aim at it, and that might be a free kill. But now I will show you a smoke that I showed you like on A side, and that might be really powerful to use too. So for this, you will have to look at this point and going with the mouse, like I'm showing you on the screen, a bit on the left like this, and jump and left click. It's going on the box right here, and you can just activate it, and it creates the same one-way post plant like bind and A side like I showed you, and you just plan for long. And what is really good with this is you can see the feet when you are playing from long, and if they want to defuse it, you have free kill, because they will lose instantly 50 DK. Like, I mean, whenever they're going out and in, they will lose it continuously, so it's a free kill. Also, it's really good because if someone is playing backside and if they want to see long, they will have to go here to see you. And even if they're standing here, you will see their feet. Look. If you go by long, you'll see their feet, you see? So that's a powerful post plan one way to use on C side. And yeah, I find it really great. So now that I showed you how to attack C, A, and B, now we are going to go on split, and I will be showing you my one ways and my wall too.